Hello guys! Welcome back. And
Can we skip it back to the start of the last thing?
no, Jack, because they've been waiting for this. So last time, guys,
They've been waiting 2 seconds.
Last time, guys, we made a video on 14 horror stories. There are these animated ones, and we got halfway through one before I stopped it. Cliffhanger, and now we're going to be making part 2 of it.
No, let's get Luke was Darth Vader's son.
Okay, guys, let's get straight into it.
Older, more antique design of the house, the isolation from the rest of the houses, and the broken windows and rotting wood. It seemed perfect for a horror movie. We went around to the backyard. This was all my curious and confident brother's idea. I was scared shitless. The door was locked, as expected. I felt a bit of relief, thinking we might just go home. But my brother made a shocking move next. He grabbed a plank of wood laying in the grass and began smashing the already chipped window. Eventually there was enough of an opening to unlock it and slide it up completely. We hopped inside and began cranking those noisy-ass
Damn, this
flashlights.
kid is like a robber.
Immediately after entering the house, we both picked up on the fact that it was like 90 degrees in there, which was odd as it was a September night in the mid-70s. There was no graffiti or anything anywhere. In fact, it was relatively empty besides a few pieces of furniture that were clearly not worth taking along. It seemed we were the first to enter the house, shockingly, or at least from the back. We went upstairs to the main floor from the little den area and continued cranking the flashlights.
You could probably
That's
just
when we
repair
heard the slightest
scratch
crack in
marks.
the floorboards from right above us.
Yeah, this is obviously...
I tugged for Luke to leave, but he told me the place is old as hell. It's just house noises. I stopped cranking the flashlight at this point, and I urged Luke to do the same, but he only called me stupid for suggesting something so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then there was another crack in the floorboards from above us. He began walking upstairs. I didn't want to go up there.
This is like a
I was not about to
3-story
stay down
house.
there alone.
I know.
Someone could like rebuild this.
Upstairs.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
There was a door that led to a room.
And it
right
looks so
above where
nice,
we were
too.
standing. I begged him not to open it, but he must have just wanted to be the big, tough older brother. He began to reach for the doorknob while still cranking the noisy flashlight.
Okay, he's an
He
idiot.
stopped.
Everybody in horror movies.
I was confused. I could see in the dark he was moving his ear up against the door, listening for something.
It always happens in horror movies.
Silence. Then, the most deafening, nightmare-inducing moment of my life. A single bang on the door from the other side sent my brother staggering into the wall in pain, covering his ear. We dropped the flashlights and ran straight out the back door and back home. We were so loud when we got back that our parents found us out. We told them what happened, but they naturally didn't care and grounded us both for a week.
Of course.
2 nights later, I woke to the sound of something from outside my window and a glare of brightness sneaking in through my sled door.
Oh, come
I
on.
sat up. My heart sank when I realized it was the sound of the crank to my flashlight. I stood up and looked out the window, and that's when it stopped. There was nothing but complete blackness out there after that. I woke the next day barely remembering what happened, and I still hope today that part was just a dream.
Probably wasn't.
They've got a pretty nice breakfast there.
It,
There's some bacon to make some orange juice.
It's probably just a machine that found it.
Yeah, true.
This story took place a
Craigslist?
long time ago, back in 2002, when Craigslist was in its early years.
What's a
Many wouldn't
Craigslist?
know, but back in those
It's
days,
basically where you can buy
Craigslist
shit.
was a lot different.
So like eBay?
It was a lot
Yeah.
more so an online garage sale, or just a
Amazon?
place where people would list old things that still had some value that they were willing to give away.
Sony.
I got a basketball hoop, a hockey
Yes,
net,
Sony
and a
computer.
spoiler for my car, all 3 in perfect condition in that same year. You'd be lucky if you found something like that these days. Anyway, me and my son were dying to buy a hockey net so we could practice in the cul-de-sac we lived in. For the record, this was before I got that free one I mentioned. Wouldn't you know it, on Craigslist Craigslist there was an ad for a slightly used regulation-size hockey goal for only $50.
Ooh,
It came
nice,
with a
that's
puck
cheap.
and 2 slightly used hockey sticks. I still have a picture of that ad to this day. It seemed like the perfect deal, but he lived about 2 hours away. I called the number he had listed, and he sounded pretty normal on the phone. He had a pretty deep, dark voice, but nothing that would be off-putting. I remember his voice being a bit emotionless. He agreed to meet halfway due to the distance. Said he'd put the stuff in the back of his pickup truck. He said he could only come after he got off from work, though, which was much later in the day, way past dark. We agreed to meet at some rest stop off the highway. Me and my son, who was 11 at the time, took my wife's minivan, the only car that would be able to fit that huge thing. Within an hour, we were at the
Wait,
truck
so is this
stop,
the same
which
kid?
was empty at this hour. But
Maybe
was
it's
decently
maybe
lit
it's like
by
his
3 minute
dad.
light posts. I parked right under one of the lights and waited. A pickup truck pulled in off the highway right on time. He stopped right in front of me. I went over to his window, but then noticed there was nothing in the back of his truck. "You Steve?" he asked me. "Yep, that's me," I said. "Alright, my buddy's bringing in the stuff with his truck." The guy pulled up behind my car and put it in park. I suddenly had a bad feeling. I told my son to get back in the car and lock every door except mine. 2 more pairs of headlights came off the highway into the lots, surely enough pulling up next to me. And, not surprisingly at this point, there was no hockey equipment in either one of them. My heart was racing. I was worried. Not for me, but for my young son who I for some reason brought with me on this trip. A group of large men mixed with heavy-set and muscular physiques stepped out of the 2 pickup trucks behind the first one. They eyed me from head to toe, giving that typical intimidation stare down. Then this bald guy wearing sunglasses said in a deep voice, "Where's the money?" I instantly pulled out my wallet and handed it to him, begging him to just let me and my son go. He pulled out like $100 and was pissed, expecting more. He then sent 2 of his goons or whatever to get my son. At this point, I screamed and begged for him not to take him. One of the men broke the glass to the minivan back door, and I vividly remember the disturbing, heartbreaking screams of my young son. What happened next was what I can only explain to be a miracle from God answering my prayers. A car was entering the lot from off the highway. All the men stopped and turned to look at it. As it got closer, my heart literally dropped in excitement as I saw it was a police car. The lights suddenly began to flash as he got close enough to see what was going on. All of the men were back in their trucks within seconds, speeding off down the highway. Well, at least 2 of them. The truck in the back was caught immediately by the police car, and backup arrived shortly. I explained everything to them, and they got the men that were caught to rat out on the others surprisingly quickly. I guess luckily the guys in the back truck weren't very loyal to whoever their leader was, if they even had any type of leader. Believe it or not, I had a police escort all the way home to make me and my son feel safer. I don't want to get into all the legal stuff, but I'll just say that all of those men except for one was caught, and I'm pretty sure that was the driver of the first pickup truck. Needless to say, my Craigslist days weren't over at that point, but I've always been much more protective of my son, and much more cautious of Craigslist meetings since then.
Always bring a baseball bat.
Yeah.
But seriously, who brings their son along? It's stupid.
I'm so smart when I can see it.
Actually, you know what? I actually forgot we were recording for the last, like, 30 seconds. So,
I just want to go to prison.
There was once an isolated area off the coast of Scotland where 3 lighthouse keepers lived.
my friend wants candy.
Responsible for keeping the building intact.
Typical Jack.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
It's off in
I've got to have
Scotland.
breakfast.
It's in Scotland, of course.
Wait, I'm part Scotland. Does that mean I'm barbaric? I mean, Scottish people aren't barbaric. I'm sorry, any Scottish people, including me. I'm sorry for saying that to myself.
And the kitchen was left in a state as if
I mean, they used to be barbarians. That's what they
I
go
think
by.
I can't hear Jack.
Sorry.
mystery to the situation. The log described how one of the keepers wouldn't talk, and the The other continuously cried for hours. All this pain and fear seemed to be coming from what was referred to as a powerful storm looming in the distance. However, this begs the question, why were they so scared of a simple storm?
Yeah, they're just scared.
Lighthouse, right? The log goes on to talk about how they all sat close together and prayed for the storm to be over.
Oh.
The final log.
Well, guys, we're just gonna have to wait for a while. And guys, we're back. Sorry about any noise. It's just my mum is back now. So yeah.
The storm has passed. The skies are calm, and God is over all. Their bodies were never found, and the cause of their death is still a mystery to this day.
Wait, they died?
The most accepted theory is that they somehow got swept out to sea during the storm, never to be seen again. But one final detail remains, one that scared the captain and his crew to the bone. The powerful storm described in the log didn't exist.
What?
There were no storms reported in the area. In fact, the skies were calm all day.
Okay. That's I don't believe that one.
Yeah.
Oh, 7-Eleven.
2 years ago,
The scariest place on
I was
earth.
called in to do the night shift from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 7-Eleven since somebody called out.
I thought 7-Eleven was
The
like a
store was
new
located
place.
on a busy road in a
It's
rather
a
quiet,
scary thing.
rural
It's
area.
7-Eleven is a scary thing.
During the
Okay,
night
guys.
shifts,
Why?
You'd expect anywhere from 10 to 20 people come in to buy a beer or something else. This one particular night, there was this one guy, mid-20s, that came in. He started making weird noises, like loud yelling noises. I assumed he had some kind of mental disability. In fact, my brother has a mental disability, so I immediately felt sympathy for the guy. He walked up to the counter without any items, with his head facing me, but his eyes were looking up at the ceiling. I felt uncomfortable. I honestly didn't know how to deal with it. I tried speaking with him, but he
It's not
only
gonna work.
responded
He's like a
with loud
zombie.
noises. I kept checking if he was with someone outside, but he was alone. There weren't any cars in the parking lot, so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making
That's
noises,
creepy.
that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he can go. I tried finding some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out of the store. I felt so horrible for the man, but at the same time, I felt a bit creeped out.
It's like a
About
zombie.
an hour later, the phone on the counter rang.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like him.
I picked up to hear the familiar yelling sounds of the man from earlier. It caught me off guard. I didn't know what to think, other than this has to be some kind of prank.
Yeah.
I hung up on them, was now becoming paranoid of my surroundings, constantly checking the outside through the windows. Come 4 o'clock, the person working after me came in, finally allowing for me to go home. It wasn't my problem anymore.
Yeah.
I got home and threw all my stuff on the table, ready to get to sleep.
He's gonna be like,
But my phone rang.
Yeah, of
a minute
course.
After entering the door, I felt a chill run down my
How,
spine.
how did they know his
Why
number?
would someone be
I
calling
know.
at 4 a.m.? I could only imagine it was bad news. I braced myself and picked up the phone
Yeah.
to hear the man again. I felt sick to my stomach as I listened to the loud noises he made. I struggled to slam the phone to the receiver. All night, I felt like I was being watched, even with all the blinds shut.
why is he watching horror
I
movies?
heard strange noises coming from all over my house. I refused to get any sleep until the sun came
It's
up.
the Moany Man.
Weeks passed, and I had forgotten about the incident, until one day, when going into the basement for the first time in a while, I found that papers had been scattered all over the floor.
It's the Moany Man.
In the basement closet, I found writing on the walls. 7-Eleven had been written in Sharpie on the wall, along with the address to the 7-Eleven I worked at and my house address. The most disturbing part, I also found various kitchen knives, along with a large pocket knife sitting in the closet. What started out as seemingly just an innocent person turning into something of a prank ultimately